Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nika Firanda. I'm here. I would like to talk about teaching English for young learners. My talk will be in four parts. Firstly, the concept of teaching English for young learners. Secondly, the characteristic for young learners. Thirdly, the problem of teaching English for young learners. And finally, the basis of teaching English for young learners. Let's start from the concept of teaching English for young learners. For the concept, I apply the education system to follow the characteristic of each student and provide their learn about English. It's this concept to change their mindset because through mindset they get motivated to curious and learn about English and understanding that English is not difficult but English is but interesting. And now I'd like to turn to the characteristic of young learners, that is elementary school, junior high school, and senior high school. In grade elementary school, the characteristic student in elementary school can focus and can seriously when the teacher explain about the materials. And also they like imagineering, playing, and do something that they curious and like to experiment about the environment. So the teachers must be facilitators to develop their creativity, their personality, and passion. And the teachers must be create the class of the lesson really fun. Now I'd like to turn the problem of teaching English for young learners. The results show that there are challenges of teaching English for young learners, which are lack of research, lack of knowledge, lack of training, government policy, class size, teachers' own skill, and inconfidence in English, and time pressure. Now, I will move the ways of teaching English for young learners. There are four ways of teaching English for young learners to overcome the problems. Firstly, turn lesson into song. Secondly, create visualize to illustrate new vocabulary. And then, thirdly, break up solitary study session with games. And finally, get out of the classroom. Firstly, turn lessons into songs. Turning grammar, vocabulary, and dialogues into catchy tunes is a fabulous method of teaching English for young learners. For this way, the students can enjoy the lesson and understanding well through songs. And secondly, create visualize diagrams to illustrate new vocabulary. Visualize new vocabulary list is a lot of easier for students to recall new vocabulary. The students follow at coloring, even on a pictures, highlighting, underlining, and are all visual tricks to recall new vocabulary. So, through uh, visualize diagrams, the students is helped to memorize vocabulary, and then break up solitary study session with games. Games are especially effective way to teaching English for young learners because some of students cannot understand the lesson without realizing it. And finally, get out of the classroom. This is best way to teach English for young learners because the students can opens up opens up a whole new box and practice a new vocabulary, grammar, dialogues, and daily conversation with partner in its natural habitat. So, in conclusion, teaching English for young learners not only hard but also easy. Besides that, have a problem but also have ways. If in futures everybody, or me as a teachers, must be continue to apply the ways of teaching English for young learners because the students can retrieve the materials, the lesson, and understanding well, and must be create the lesson relevant and interesting. And it's important to change the student mindset because through positive mindset they get curious, they get motivated to keep spirit to learn English and understanding that English is not difficult but it's relevant and interesting. And it's important so to understand the characteristic of each student because some of students have different characteristic, and also apply the learning style of each student so the student can get the lesson clearly and the teachers can explain clearly, the student can understand well. I think that my presentation is enough. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.